Okay, boys and girls. Today, we are going to be practicing sequencing. What is sequencing? Sequencing it means to put things in order. Okay? So, for example, if we're sequencing the numbers, we go like 1, 2, 3. What comes after? 4. That's putting the numbers in order, right? Sequencing. So when we read a story, we also can sequence the story in order to retell the story. Okay? So today we are going to be reading The Three Little Pigs by Paul Galdon. Okay? We're going to be reading the book, and then we're going to be sequencing the book in order for us to retell the story to our family or friends. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, remember the book, what do we call this? The title. The front cover. What do we call this?
The spine.
The spine. And this, oh, let me find it. What do we
The
call
title.
it? The title page. Very good. So, we're going to read The Three Little Pigs by Paul Galdon. Listen carefully. Says, once upon a time, there was an old soul with 3 little pigs. She had no money to keep them, so she sent them off to seek their fortune. So, the first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me that straw to build a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with it. So the first little pig built his house with what?
With straw.
With straw. Hay, straw, say hay and straw. Along came a wolf. He knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the little pig, "not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. What do you think is going to happen to the house?
It's gonna get destroyed.
It's going to get destroyed because it's built out of what?
Straw.
Straw. Very good. So the wolf huffed and puffed and he blew the house in, and he ate up the first little pig.
He ate it?
Yeah. The second little pig met a man with a bundle of sticks and said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build me a house." So the man did. And what do you think that pig did?
He's inside. He's fluffing to get destroyed again.
Okay, wait. The man gave him the sticks. What do you think the little pig did?
The house?
He did a
house
house out.
of sticks.
He did a house out of sticks. Then along came the wolf and said, what did he say? Little pig, let me come in." "No, no, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. And what do you think the wolf did?
He loved it.
So he puffed and he huffed and he huffed and he puffed, and at last he blew the house in, and he ate up the second little pig. Yeah. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build me me a house? So the man did, and the little pig built a house with bricks. With bricks. Soon the wolf came along and said, little pig, let me come in. No, no, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Then I huff and I puff and I blow your house in, said the wolf. Well, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow the house in. At last the wolf stopped huffing and puffing and said, little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips. Where? Said the little pig. On Mr. Smith's farm, said the wolf. I will come for you tomorrow morning. We will go together and get some turnips for dinner. Very well, said the little pig. What time will you come? Oh, at 6 o'clock, said the wolf. Well, the little pig got up at 5. And he went to Mr. Smith's farm and he got turnips before the wolf came to his house. Little pig, are you ready? Asked the wolf. The little pig said, ready. I have been and come back again, and I got a nice pot full of turnips for dinner. The wolf was very angry, but then he thought of another way to get the little pig. So he said, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree. Where? Said the pig. Down at Mary's garden, replied the wolf. I will come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we will get some apples. Well, the little pig got up the next morning at 4 and went off for the apples. He wanted to get back home before the wolf came, but it was a long way to Mary's garden. And then he had to climb the tree. Just as he was climbing back down with his basket full of apple, he saw the wolf coming. Little pig, said the wolf, you got here before me. Are the apples nice? Yes, very, said the little pig. I will throw one down to you. And he threw the apple as far as he could throw. While the wolf ran to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran away home. The next day, the wolf came again and said to the little pig, there is a fair of Shanklin this afternoon. Would you like to see it? Oh, yes, said the little pig. When will you come to get me?
3 o'clock.
At 3, said the wolf. Well, the little pig went off at 2 o'clock and bought a butter churn at the fair. He was going home with it when he saw the wolf coming. The little pig jumped into the butter churn to hide. The churn fell over and rolled down the hill with the little pig in it. The frightened wolf, this frightened wolf so much that he turned around and ran home. Later, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him what had happened. A great round thing came rolling down the hill right at me, said the wolf said. Ha! I frightened you then, said the little pig. I went to the fair and bought a butter churn. When I saw you, I got in it and rolled down the hill. The wolf was very angry indeed. I'm I'm going to climb down your chimney and eat you up, he said. Well, the little pig heard the wolf on the roof. Madison, sit right here. He hung, your headsets, over there. And he hung a pot full of water in the blazing fire. Just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig took the cover off the pot, and in fell the wolf. The little pig quickly put on the cover again, balled up the wolf, and ate him for supper. And the little pig lived happily ever after. So now, boys and girls, we are going to retell the story of the three little pigs. Okay? So remember, retelling means that no, in reverse or in order?
In order.
In order, right? We're going to tell it in order. So we have three characters. Who are the characters? The three little pigs and the wolf, right? Now, so when we use sequencing, we use some special words to tell the story in order. Okay? We use the word first. Say first. Then. Next. Last. Right? Those are in order how we're going to tell the story. So, the first little pig had a job to do. What was the job?
To make straws out of house.
To make the house out of straw. So that's the first
That's the second.
event of the story, right? The first little pig built a house made of straw. Okay. The second event was the little pig made a
House of love.
house of
Sticks.
right here, right? And the next event, the third little pig, he made bricks. Very good, bricks. And the last event, okay, what was the last event? That's not the ending of the story, boys and girls. What did you did?
When he put up the house and then he ate him like supper.
Okay, so that the wolf climbed in the chimney and fell into the hot.
Hot water, and after that, he got burned.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw it that. Okay, so I'm gonna put the hot pot here, and it's hot. So the wolf fell in, and he got cooked, and the little pig ate them. Okay. So now, when we retell the story, we go in order. Okay. So we need to look at our pictures to help us retell the story, to give us a clue of how the story goes. Okay? So now, let's retell the story of the three little pigs. First, there was a little pig who made a house of straw. But the wolf blew it away and ate it. Then, the second little pig made his house of sticks. The wolf came and blew the house away, and he ate the second little pig. Next, the third little pig made his house
Out
out of bricks. And the wolf came by and he huffed and puffed, but did he destroy the house?
No.
So what? Last, the wolf was so angry that he did what?
Go down the chimney.
He went up the roof and down the chimney, and
He
got
got burned.
he got burned. He fell into the pot
And until he died,
and the
and then they
little
ate him like supper.
and the little pig ate it for supper. Okay. So now we retold the story of the three little pigs. You understand?
Yeah.
So now, if I give you the pictures, you're going to be able to retell the story to your family and friends.
I want the sticky seed.
Okay.
I want the sticky seed hard. Miss Kitty